Caseus, Clone Wars. Part 1, The Rookie and the Padawan. Chapter 5. The Republic cruiser soon exited Lightspeed en route to Coruscant. The ship would need substantial repairs after the attack, and in the meantime Caseus would be able to return to the temple to see Sarah. As he sat in his quarters, he heard his door open as R3 rolled in, accompanied by his master. "Master? Caseus, I'd like to speak with you about what happened." "Okay, I'm all ears." Master Takai sat across from him. "How are you feeling?" "I'm okay. I'm just happy that the Countess is safe, and her treaty with the Confederacy won't be going through." "That's what I wanted to speak with you about. Your actions during this mission were very irresponsible. You nearly cost us a valuable ally. Be that as it may, without your help, we may have lost Countess Sindara as well. With that said, you made up for your mistakes at the end of the day. You took on a Sith assassin and held your own, showed resourceful leadership alongside Juro, and saved an innocent soul from a terrible fate. So, I am hereby reinstating you to the rank of commander." Caseus lit up. "You mean it?" "Yes. I just spoke via holotransmission with Master Dralig and Master Yoda. Dralig was a tad more apprehensive to the idea, but Master Yoda and I both agreed that you have proven your worth in commanding this division. So, when you've finished filling out your report, come to the bridge. I'll be waiting with Captain Kriega." "Yes, Master." As she stood up, she handed him a silver briefcase containing his armor. "You've earned this back." Caseus smiled and took the armor as Master Takai left the room. Caseus smiled and placed his hands on R3's head. "Of course. We couldn't have done this without you, buddy." Caseus put his armor back on. After today, it didn't feel as strange. He felt more comfortable in the role of a leader, now that he had regained the trust of his master. It was time to head to the bridge. "Come on, R3. Upon returning to the bridge, he stood alongside Captain Kriega, Juro, and Master Takai.
"Commander?"
"Captain?"
"Well done out there. If you show that kind of courage in the field, we'll see the end of this war in no time."
"I hope you're right, Captain. Also, I'd like to speak to you and the General about Juro here." "About what?" "He's told me that he would like to put in a request to join the medical division of the 303rd. After seeing him in action, he has my full support and recommendation." Juro stood at attention. Even through his helmet, Caseus could tell he was elated. "Then Juro will have his request immediately taken into consideration."
"Thank you, General."
"We'll be arriving home shortly. The Countess will report to Chancellor Palpatine upon arrival, and you and I will report to the temple while the cruiser is being worked on in the shipyards." "Sounds good to me." "I'll call for you when it's time to board our transport." "Yes, Master. I'll be in my quarters finishing my report." Caseus left the room and returned to his quarters and began filling out his field report. He had just finished providing the final details when his comlink beeped, signaling him to head to the hangar. As he gathered his belongings, he heard a knock at his door. "Coming." Opening the door, he saw Juro standing at attention.
"Commander?"
"At ease, Juro."
"I just wanted to thank you for the recommendation. It's an honor to serve with you."
"Likewise. The Republic needs good soldiers like you in the field. I was unsure about the idea of clone soldiers at first, but you've really turned me on to the idea. If your brothers are half as loyal and brave as you, I'll consider commanding the 303rd to be my highest honor." Caseus saluted Juro, who saluted in return, before heading off to the hangar and boarding the transport. The ride to the temple wasn't long, but it felt like hours. Caseus was eager to be back home, and even more eager to see Sarah. "You seem anxious, Caseus." "Just eager to get back, Master." "To see Sarah?" Caseus looked to his master. "Well, that's part of it, yeah. She is my friend, after all." Master Takai smiled softly and returned her gaze to her holopad. "Yes. It's good to have friends, isn't it?" "Yeah. Very good." Caseus looked out the window of the transport and saw the temple on the horizon. Home. They soon landed by the temple steps, and Caseus helped his master and R3 transport the cargo off the shuttle. Caseus suddenly felt a tingle at the back of his mind, and turned around seeing Sarah at the top of the steps waving. Here, I'll take my stuff and it's okay. Go say hi. R3 and I can take care of this. Thanks, Master. Caseus ran up the steps towards Sarah and hugged her. Took you long enough. Good to see you too. Sarah smiled softly and walked into the temple alongside Caseus. Master Takai watched from the ship, a concerned look on her face. No, I'll let it be for now. No reason to confront him on it yet. The day went on as Caseus told Sarah about his missions over the past few months, and she in turn told him about recent events at the Jedi Temple. So Skywalker took a Padawan? Now I've heard everything. That's not all. We might be closing in on Dravok. According to reports from a few days ago, he may have been sighted out past Seleucami. Well, at least that gives us some idea of where he is. As long as he's away from the temple. We're juggling too much to be able to worry about Dravok right now. Tell me about it. They're deploying more Jedi every day. We're short-handed as it is. But I guess if your cruiser is being repaired, you'll at least be able to help out for a week or two. It'll be nice not to have to talk to you through holotransmissions for a while. Right. So Corbin was redeployed to the Outer Rim? This morning. He's upset he didn't get to see you. Same. I hope whatever mission he's on wraps up quickly. He's starting to worry me. Me too. He hardly talks to me anymore. He's always on the move doing something. Why is it seems he's getting the heaviest workload out of the three of us? I think it's his master. He's pushing him too hard. He needs a break. We can't afford many breaks, Caseus. Not during a time like this. Caseus looked at Sarah and nodded as they stepped into a quiet corridor. I'm just happy we have a little time. Sarah smiled and wrapped her arms around Caseus, resting her head on his chest. Me too. The following days would allow Caseus a brief reprieve. When he wasn't training or filling out reports, he spent what time he could in the company of Sarah. Soon, the time came for him to return to the repaired cruiser for his next deployment. Caseus stood on top of the temple with Sarah as the morning sun crested the shimmering skyline. Caseus, do you ever think about what your life would be like if you never had been brought to the temple? I can't say I've given it much thought. The Order is my life. It's all that really makes sense to me. I suppose it would have been an easier life, but I don't know. Why do you ask? It's nothing, just curious. I heard the Countess has officially allied her Dessa with the Republic. Yeah. Within the hour, Master Takai and I will be traveling back with the 303rd to clear out any remaining separatist forces from the system. And after that? After that, I suppose I'll find out soon. Cassius' comlink beeped, notifying him to rendezvous with his master. I have to go. Be careful, Caseus. Caseus smiled. Where's the fun in that?